There's dead air.
Cantonian Ninetales, I still think could, just because of Alolan is, so I don't see why the Cantonian couldn't have the fairy typing on it as well.
Yep. It would be cool. Hey, listen, it would be cool if Nidoking and Nidoqueen got it. Like, the ground type in a lot of ways is like, why did it get that? Poison Fairy could be cool.
People say Meganium. That's always been a big want.
Yeah, and again,
Meganium would be good.
Yeah, the fact that it can like be connected with nature.
Meganium for sure.
Meganium for sure. I feel like they could get, like, if Azumarill had it, I feel like they could give it to Furret.
I thought you were gonna say like a Ledyba, like
I don't know. Furret, I always felt
Ledyba
like
split evolution.
Yeah, Furret could be part ground. I could see that.
Furret would be good though.
Yeah, no. Blossom should have it. If not fighting, Blossom should have it. And then that would actually make it interesting.
Because, I mean, it's so annoying that Gloom loses a type when it evolves. Doesn't trade it for something, it just loses it.
Honestly, Politoed also feels like that, right?
Nah.
Not that it needs it, but it would be.
Because it doesn't, at least Poliwhirl doesn't lose it. And it gets Drizzle, so it doesn't need to be balanced with Poliwrath.
Yeah, but I feel like Politoed, listen, I don't know, but it looks as if it's based on some sort of, like, fairy tale.
Yeah.
I don't know enough about it.
It would have to have a reason, you know? It would have to have a reason. Like an actual fairy tale behind it.
Sure, yeah.
And just off
Dunsparce, I
Dunsparce
could not,
cool.
I would not be, you know.
It, like, its evolution is it opens its eyes and it has like those like fairy girl eyes. Corsola, honestly, Corsola could make sense because it is a, what do you call it? What's it called? Coral reef. Right, which is like rocks.
Yeah, it's not a coral reef.
It's
it's just a piece of coral.
Yeah,
if it evolution,
I could see it. Yeah,
which we could get an
how it is right now. Rock water is fine.
Yeah.
Ghost Galarian.
I think. Listen, if Azumarill being based on Easter is a fairy type,
bro, Delibird.
Delibird should be Ice and Fairy. For being based on Christmas.
The paradox could have been fairy, but it's not.
No, it's not. Miltank
could have been.
Why? Yeah, I guess Miltank's fine as normal. Blissey,
I mean, it does have healing properties, so Miltank could work.
Tell me this isn't a fairy. This is a fairy. It has wings.
It's literally got like fairy wings. That is kind of wild.
Blissey should have been.
Blissey should have been. All right, now we're caught up with Lumi. He's already on Gen 8.
I stopped.
Okay, good.
My two from Hoenn were Delcatty and Milotic.
Beautifly, Milotic, and Delcatty. I'm down with all of those. Really, most of the Moonstone evolutions, right?
That makes sense.
Gardevoir got it, of course. I could see Masquerain as well.
I could see it, yeah.
Right.
But it feels more like an evolution.
Yeah, but flying feels like a downgrade.
Maybe a Mega. Bug Fairy Mega.
That'd be cool. That'd be cool. Based on everything we've known, yeah, Skitty, Delcatty. I do like that a lot because normal is just so it's like they don't even have good stats, and they evolve with a Moonstone. It's gotta happen.
And it's got like one of the worst abilities of all time.
Yeah. What is it like?
Normalize.
Illumise? Anybody?
All normal type moves become normal type.
Sure, I could see that. Bug, Fairy. They could be electric though. They could be fire. You know.
Yeah, I don't think Fairy matches them. I think Roselia had potential. And the point, it being like why are roses poisonous?
I don't think it's supposed to be like necessarily that they're poisonous. I think it's supposed to be like from the thorn aspect of it.
Yeah.
Like it's supposed to hurt you even. I think they were just trying to capture it's beautiful, but it's painful, you know?
Yeah, I agree. But at that time, grass poison is just like every grass type is grass poison.
I mean, it's only Venusaur, Victreebel, and Vileplume, you know? So it's been we didn't get any in Gen 2, so yeah give us one for Roselia.
That's true.
Especially because, you know, Vileplume and Victreebel aren't.
But like, just look at it. Like the fact that it's a rose is a symbol of love, right? And it's a nature. It's literally a nature.
They could have done it, but the thing is, with a lot of them, they already had typing, so it's like they weren't gonna. It's interesting that we're looking at the old ones because most of the ones that we would pick are already picked because they already went back and redid them.
Yeah, I mean,
they could have done it with Roselia.
Well, and notice too, like they didn't. The only type they replaced with Fairy was normal, and that's because normal in a way can be like a placeholder typing.
Yeah.
But like they're not revisiting and replacing water with fairy, or rock with fairy.
Sure.
Yeah.
Altaria, we said that, and it got a fairy with its mega form. Here's a really interesting one. I'm hoping it's gonna pop up soon. Yeah, my Milotic would be cool to see my Milotic have something additional, right? Because Gyarados has water flying, which isn't great, but still, if my Milotic has water fairy, it kind of puts it on even footing with the dual type.
Yeah,
I think
it would be good fairy.
Where is it?
Orbis.
Chimecho's. I think Chimecho's fine. It needs a sound type.
It's just that when I see like little creatures like that, it's like not a ghost creature.
A little fey creature. Sure.
Yeah, it should just be like a fairy,
chime.
because that's kind of how a lot of them worked as we saw.
I totally agree. That would make sense. Here's the thing.
Orbis and Lovedis could work.
Clamperl needs to be water type and evolve into either water Dark Huntail or water Fairy Gorbis. That's what I would say.
Or the opposite, since Gorbis is like the one that kills people.
That's true.
That's true, yeah. And then the joke is that, and then everyone will be like, these Pokemon should be switch typings. Dude, Lovedisc needs to be a fairy type.
It needs to evolve into a Lomomola.
Yeah, why is it not fairy type? Lovedisc should have been fairy.
It should be. Yeah,
that is ridiculous. That is ridiculous. And then here's actually a common thing. How do you guys feel about like these mythicals being like
they should have been
being fairy
fairies
types, right?
Like, that's a good one actually. Celebi should definitely be a fairy.
I think though they didn't want to replace the type that wasn't normal.
They didn't want to. They didn't want to retcon it all.
And I think the bigger Pokemon, they didn't want to do it with them either. Like starters, legendaries, and mythicals, they don't want to change something that's been fundamental about them when they've been like a big part of the franchise. They've always been the face.
For our purposes here today, that's what we think they should have been. So I definitely think that Celebi and Jirachi could have been fairy, even Mew. But
Manaphy.
It could be, yeah. Manaphy,
many of the mythicals.
Yeah, that could fit.
Manaphy's literally a sea angel.
Yeah, it's true.
Aram, I could see.
Vespiquen, not because it's a female, but only because like it uses like pheromones to control the Combi. But
bro.
And also another thing,
Salazzle does too.
Honestly,
that's not necessarily fairy.
It could be psychic. I just don't like the bug flying type.
How about Cherubi? Cherubi and Cherum.
I was literally thinking the Cherum transformation is like a magical girl transformation.
It really is. Give it,
magical girl
make it happen. Make it happen. Honestly, that'd be so good. But don't even say low punny. I'm gonna keep scrolling.
No one was going to.
Don't even say that, Lumi. I'm gonna keep scrolling.
It does fit.
I think Per Ugly gives me Grand Bull vibes. It's the cat version of Grand Bull, right? It's so ugly. What's that SpongeBob meme? The ugly barnacle is so ugly that everyone died. That's Per Ugly.
It's an awful Pokemon.
It's not great.
Yeah, mine Junior got the fairy. Let's see.
Happiny.
Yeah, they really are.
Line
they really are just so fair. Yeah.
Munchlax? No.
Luminion. Maybe.
No, I want Luminion.
Yes.
Bioluminescence.
I don't know. It feels like
it doesn't feel like fairy.
Would be better. Yeah, an evolution for it would work.
Yeah, I see what you're saying. I do see the similarities, Lumi. I don't think any of these need them. Any of the Gen 4 cross-gen.
Yeah, you could give it to Frostlass or even the Lake Spirits.
No, Frostlass needs the Ghost type works.
Oh yeah, no, they both work, but the Fairy type would also work.
That's true. Yeah, that is true.
I love the idea for the Lake trio. Makes
Lake
a lot
Spirits
of sense.
absolutely.
Psychic Fairy. I would think. Yeah. The Psychic makes sense because it does have to do with like.
Oh yeah, Psychic should stay. I would say add the Fairy.
I agree.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Cresselia,
I think Manaphy is a great idea.
Cresselia has the connection to the moon.
You're right, dude. That's so true. That is really true.
Yeah, that's a good one.
I would say most of the Gen 5 Pokemon probably don't need it.
Musharna, maybe.
That's silly. Why would you say that about them and not about the rest of them? It's just
pink.
Yeah, Musharna could work.
Let's see.
Audino could work.
You could make the argument for Boldor just because of the gemstones like Diancie and Corby.
Sure. I was thinking...
Swoobat.
Honestly, I think Swoobat and Woobat should not have Psychic. They should be fairy flying because of the heart shape on their nose.
Sure.
Right?
That could fit. I don't think... I don't agree with the Gigalith line, whatever you said.
I would not want it, but I could see it because of the Diancie carving.
Lilligant, bro.
Yeah, Lilligant would be cool. How about let's see. Maractus? No, it doesn't need it. It doesn't need it. We got to think mischievous, right? Mischievous, or a fairy tale,
but not just
or the
mischievous.
Moon.
It's also very,
It can't just be pink though.
Musical.
But Minchino is pretty cute. It could be fairy type.
Yeah, that one should be.
Well, and there's a fashion component of it too. It's like got the scarf and all.
Yeah, Swano would be cool because it literally is the ugly duckling turning into a beautiful swan.
Yeah,
that one should be.
And then it would make it just like way more interesting.
Garboder.
Honestly, yeah, do it.
Because it was always beautiful.
But here's the thing: like Vanillix is a food. It's ice cream.
It's sweet too, work. Not just a food.
Those definitely could work.
Ice Fairy would be.
But here's my counter argument.
What?
It's vanilla ice cream, so make it pure ice. Make a strawberry Vanillix variant.
64 different versions of the sundae.
And then like you can do like a mint. It's ice grass. You can do a Rocky Road ice rock.
Yeah. This is, guys. I'm about to get canceled for how hot of a take this is. This is a very refined intellectual take right here. Are you ready? I think Deerling, because all of its types are based on the season, it would make way more sense for all of them to be base fairy type, and then its spring form can be, I can't think of the type right now. The summer form should be like fire type, and then the autumn form should be ground, and then it should be winter form ice.
I would counter that by saying the opposite, that they should all stay grass, because like the antlers on Sawsbuck are supposed to be like trees.
Okay.
Yes.
And then the normal type changes with each season, so you can do like fairy for spring.
One of them, I agree. Only one of them would be fairy.
I like that.
That's how I would do it too. If they change types. The Jellicent.
I'm not seeing
it. Might could fit, but I like the water ghost on it.
Yeah, the water ghost. It's like a
Alomomola for sure.
Should we do a list where we just delete Pokemon?
Yes. Kling Clang line. Yes, I think.
For what, fairy?
You think they should be fairy?
Yeah, because
because what you said,
you
like the
understand, like they are but the fairies, like, how does it exist? You know what I mean? It's like either a ghost possesses it, or it's like a little creature that.
By that logic, shouldn't Electrode also be part fairy?
Yeah, or ghost.
It should be ghost, really.
Dude, I honestly, we didn't.
Hunter in there.
I totally agree with you, Soul. I totally agree with you. Like
It's not a perfect science.
No, but a lot of but what you're saying makes sense. Like Magnemite is fueled because it's electric, and the electric and steel have a magnetic property which gives it movement, which gives it life and sentience, right?
Magnemite feels a little more like on its own, but like the Kling Clang line could totally be like it steals gears and
if it's
becomes
just
this
steel
bigger gear, you know?
It's like steel is not an organic thing, right? And it literally is just gears. I like the fairy type. It reminds me of Klefki. Or Kling Clang.
Because snowflakes are beautiful.
Yeah, that would be a good one.
Cryogonal would be something.
Yeah,
Cryogonal would be a good one.
Yeah, and every single snowflake is unique. This one should have had.
It could have been a Collectamon.
It really could have been.
I don't like those. I don't like Collectamons.
This is Let's see.
None of these.
I think we're done with these. Yeah.
Meloetta
could have instead of normal type.
100%.
Fairy psychic, fairy fighting.
And then all of these
even Keldeo.
Yeah, I think Gen 6 is
just mythicals, man. Mythicals.
Gen 6 on, they pretty much got it because that's when the fairy typing was introduced.
Yeah.
I could see like Beware maybe just because like, it's a stuffed animal and all.
Sure.
Yeah. There are definitely.
And sometimes they have to like sacrifice types for whatever reason.
Yeah.
To make a new unique.
Because there's only two, because you can only choose two. So
yeah. But anyways, that was a fun journey. I really appreciate you guys coming along with us. If you want to see more videos like this, give it some love, share it with a friend, subscribe, join our Patreon.